I know we spoke about several different sectors, and also I'm gonna be kind of your time. I know we're coming up on an hour and everything, but I asked this. I know you said you currently work at state level. What things have you seen talking about family dynamics, talking about the different sectors of education? Like what is really important on the state level when it comes to education, and what would you like to see the state going as far as educational services, especially when it relates to like trauma and that informed type of care?
I think the state has a lot of resources and opportunities. Of course, at the state level, you're dealing with regulations and legislation and all of those things that inform what the schools do on the lower level. But I would like to see the state probably get a little bit more involved in what goes on at the lower level. They have resources, but oftentimes it's a funding issue of getting more teachers and more counselors. And so they can certainly deal with the funding of schools, and they can deal with the resources that are available to schools. They can deal with how they measure schools and how they support schools, and not waiting until the test results or something says that they're in dire need to give them the support. You shouldn't have to, fight over resources, so to speak. And just so the state level is good. What I've learned is that government has a real opportunity to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. Now, what I do at the state level is really dealing with people with extremes and sort of more significant mental health issues. One of the things that I didn't deal with it prior to this. And so it's, that population that nobody wants to talk about and think about, maybe our homeless people that we know are dealing with mental health and they need services, those kinds of populations. And so the state has an obligation to help people who don't have the family support, who need a guardian or who need disability, who need certain things. And so the money in healthcare, the other day I was thinking, they say the love of money is the root of all evil. So I'm always looking at where's the money? What's the money issue? Like there's always got to be a money issue, right? And so with the lack of mental health care and just medical health care for people affects whether you're able to do preventive stuff or you're dealing with once there's a problem and a crisis. If you had mental health services available to people who can advocate for themselves, if everybody had health care, true health care, then I think we could deal with a lot of our issues if we, took care of the poor. Basically, that's what I see government doing.
Okay. Well, take care of your neighbor. Look out for your neighbor.
Take care, they're taking our taxes, whether we want it or not. I would love for it to go to the people that need it.
Right. I'm definitely in support of that. So I definitely appreciate you for your time, your conversation, your insight, and your perspective.
Thank you.
Just in this conversation, this is one of the reasons why, I really wanted to, start this and, not only start it, but maintain it. Just, most of the time we're in technology, very, not really social, although we have social media, but it could be taken for its intent. Everybody has their reasons. But I always appreciate a good conversation and, definitely from a certain mentality and perspective. So is there anything lastly that you would, like to say as far as if it comes to trauma, mental health services, or just anything that you would like to share?
Well, I think you're having conscientious conversation. Reminds me to just be conscious, stay woke, pay attention to what's going on within yourself and what's going on with the people around you, and notice that they're in need. And when you're in need, and seek out those services, as even if it's difficult, just keep looking, keep trying to find it, because we all want to live better. We want to be better. We want to be better for other people. We got to be better for ourselves. And so mental health is just part of being a human. and having a brain.
Right.
And as long as you're breathing, it's never too late to improve. Even those of us who are, quote, high functioning, it takes a lot to function at high levels, right?
Very true.
Concentration, everything. And so
Yeah.
we all got to take care of our mental health, and we all got to do some things more. I know we talk about self-care as in just relaxing, going on vacation, but self-care is sometimes setting boundaries.
Intentional. Yes.
Boundaries, using the word no as a complete sentence.
Absolutely.
And keeping those boundaries so that you can protect your mental health.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. Yeah. You are appreciated. So, so I mean, once again, like I said, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
So in closing, once again, I appreciate everyone for their attention, and thank you for joining the conversation. And until next conversation, I hope this message reaches you well and helps you along the way. Be encouraged and make this day, evening, or night a great time. Until next time, I appreciate you.
Nothing ever was handed, all about respect, never about ego. Wish I could have retired a long time ago and disappeared way beyond the trees. But my homies kept influencing me, said they needed to hear my lyrics, like my flow, cause they felt my spirit. Plus the people needed to hear it, a conversation with conscientious lyrics.